All right, Shalom. This is your brother Yerusha Ma from the GMS Champaign, Illinois branch. For all things, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Kakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone. All right, salutations to the Akim that's pushing this truth and righteousness with sincerity. All right, and Shalom to the house of David. I'm just going to let this play out, man. Showing you, hey, we're getting closer to the times we prophesy. Our brothers been prophesying about, man. Alright, this ain't no time to be getting weak. This ain't no time to be getting easily distracted with the cares of this world. It's time to buckle in, man. Alright, these things are about to turn up.
Section 1022, subsection C allows detention under the law of war without trial until the end of hostilities authorized by the authorization for use of military force. So you can be held forever without receiving a trial until they determine that the hostilities are over. The National Emergency Centers Act, or H.R. 645, mandates the establishment of national emergency centers to be located on military installations for the purpose of providing temporary housing, medical, and humanitarian assistance to individuals and families dislocated due to emergency or major disaster, according to the bill. The legislation also states that camps will be used to provide centralized locations to improve the coordination of preparedness, response, and recovery efforts of the government, private, and nonprofit entities, and faith-based organizations. Okay, so the camps are going to be used for, all of these things plus faith-based organizations, your 501c3 corporate religious entities of the state, of the...
Yeah, alright. So faith-based. They said what your 501c3. Alright, so this is what we was telling these other camps, man, that was going out getting that government help, government assistance, signing those 501c3s, all right, making deals with Esau, the damn devil, man. All right, said that those are going to be the first people they round up, man. All right, and that goes line in line with the scriptures, man. Let me get this in 1 Peter. What is that? 4:17. Yep. All right, 1 Peter 4:17 reads, "For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?" All right, so it says the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. All right, who is the house of Yahweh? The Israelites. All right, and the ones who know they're Israelites. All right, to be more specifically. All right, scripture's talking about the ones who know they Israel, man. That's why it says, and if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel? All right, because it's going to be even worse for them, man. All right, things are going to be even worse for the people who just don't give a fuck, man. All right, but the judgment, what is going to start with you, you heard what the man said, faith-based groups, man. Those are going to be the first people who's rounded up, man. And we all know that these things, Esau, he's coming for the truth. All right, all that other stuff, he's going to round up anybody who, quote unquote, is against his agenda, his NWO. But his main point is what? Coming after the Israelites, man. The prophets. All right? This devil's going to come like a... matter of fact, I'm just going to grab it. I'm not even going to quote it. 2nd Esdras 16:71, it says, "They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord." See? So that's how this devil's going to come down, man. All right, Spirit said he's going to be like a madman sparing none. All right. And spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord, man. So it's going to come for the Israelites first, man. That's why we always say that this thing is not something to take lightly, man. This is life or death, man. This thing is life or death. So, yeah. Play some more of that.
Of the U.S. government. The bill also provides that camps can be used to meet other appropriate needs as determined by the Secretary of Homeland Security. What, like slaughterhouses? Or, guillotine factory? I mean, what are we talking about? What are these other appropriate needs? This is a carte blanche mandate that many fear could mean the forced detention of American citizens in the event of widespread rioting following a national emergency or total economic collapse. So the conclusion, what pastor could in good conscience participate in this heinous program? Well, I guess 100,000. That's supposedly the high-end estimate. Only a pastor who has turned their back on Jesus could ever be part of such charity. But I would venture to say if you interviewed the vast majority of these 100,000, they think they're doing pretty good with God. They think they've done nothing wrong. They're obeying Romans 13, and they've thrown the Bible out, and all they care about is what the government thinks.
All right, look. So these pastors are going to be actually, working with the government, to lead the people to the slaughter, man. All right, to lead the people to the slaughter. All right, the scriptures go in about, let me grab that real quick. That's why we always say, if they don't speak this, there's no light in them. All right, so this is St. John 10 and start at verse 12. But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming and leaveth the sheep and fleeth, and the wolf catcheth them and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth because he is a hireling and careth not for the sheep. I am a good shepherd, and I know my sheep, and I am known of mine. All right. So, yeah, these pastors, man, they're hirelings. All right, they don't really care for the flock, man. All right, that's why you can go into these churches and never come into no true understanding. One, because the Lord is not dealing with those people in those churches. All right, those pagan, all right, demonic, satanic churches. But hey, on top of it, the Lord's not dealing with them. All right, because they're nothing but teaching Christianity and a prosperity doctrine, man. There's no wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in there, man. All right, it's all really a business. All right, it's really a thing for money, for gain. That's why, yeah. So these pastors are just hirelings, man. All right, when you come to the true worshipers of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, hey, brothers don't get paid to do this. All right, we ain't signing no 501(c)(Cs) like these other camps. That ain't how we coming, man. All right, we not getting down with that. All right, we're not monetizing our pages. All right, everything is freely given and freely received, man. So I'll let the rest of this play.
That means that they're of God. They're a man of God. So the pastors in America are being coerced to participate in this because, in part, when an emergency is declared, no pastor who does not have the FEMA trained government badge will be allowed to be in the declared emergency area. Pastor Mansfield and many other pastors that I spoke with felt strongly that this was the government's way of removing Jesus from America's landscape and setting the stage for the ushering in of the new age one world religion. Absolutely. It's that big of a deal. Most likely this will be the linchpin. It is is mind-boggling to fathom how so many reporters and media types deny the existence of FEMA camps under these circumstances. It is also disturbing that any pastor would agree to participate in a program in which Jesus and the Bible end up on the cutting room floor. The only viable way to preserve Christianity is for all Christians to leave their churches and form Bible home study groups. Okay, that's his opinion. Okay, obviously, if their church is a 501c3, if it's not yoked up with the government, I mean, that wouldn't be the case. But, I think that hopefully there are 501c3 pastors out there that are going to get their eyes open, that try to get out of the system, and I'm going to give you some resources on how to do that here coming up shortly. This goes on by saying, since I began investigating how, and this is Dave Hodges, this report's from him, since I began investigating how widespread the takeover of the church is by DHS and FEMA, I have been contemplating the potential wisdom of Alexander Solzhenitsyn, who made the following quote, where he said, quote, "We should have resisted the KGB at the front door. If the KGB thought that they might not go home that night, the Russian people might have had a different fate. And as a result of what the Russian people let happen to them, Stalin killed, I think, conservatively 50 million. I mean, of his own people."
Alright, this is Revelation 20:4. "And I saw the thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shah, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, nor his image, neither received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shah HaMashiach 1,000 years." Alright, so these FEMA camps, alright, ultimately they created for the wicked. So these things are going to be their judgment. But some brothers are going to have to be a martyr for this truth, man. Some brothers are going to be beheaded in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. And, because it's prophesied. So it will happen. So, brothers just got to know what times that we're living in. Alright, to be circumspect, be aware, be on, always stay, with some discernment about you, man. Because we're entering those last days, man. So, with that Akim, I want to give all praises unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders, great millstone. Until next time, Akim.